Technology Screens. We're going to be doing a paint-on demonstration of the 39 Black Widow. I decided to change the name. I went to Deep Black. We're going to call it Extreme Black 38 Black Widow. That's what we're going to call it instead. All right, let me get a few things ready to get this demonstration done. Exactly what happened to all my cloths? Because that's the whole purpose why I'm cleaning this whole section out, so I can get access to that. If we're cleaning this out, I can't get access to anything. There we go. All right, so we got a few things to do today. We got a spray-on application to do for customers' 150-inch screen, and also to start the test on the new darker technology. So basically, yesterday in some VR gaming, I got the idea. Well, the idea came to me, was blessed to come to me, to basically to combine what would happen if you combined a Titan with a 38, and this is what we get. Now, how dark is the technology? Well, the screen you're seeing right there, that is a 38 on the wall. That's a 38 Black Widow. And the screen you're seeing sitting next to it, the darker one, is a 39. But it produces a very good high white level, extremely good high white level. So I need a bigger screen. This one is a 100-inch screen. We figured out the wallpaper screens are kind of difficult to hang, not that difficult to hang up, but you have to have a flat surface. I can hang it using this bracket system over here, so that's what we're going to use for it. I have a new roller here. Oh, I had a new roller here the whole time. Could have used this one. Here's the new roller. I don't think anything else with it. Just use this instead. I need, let me see. This is a screen I already painted yesterday. Well, the first one in the first test of the technology. 4K tropical fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
Hey, that's your body. It's saying you got this.
So many commercials. Just to start the day off. And just do one video without commercial.
It feels like we're in a time loop because we go White Hot Ranch nacho fries every day. Yeah.
Now we're going to paint this one right here, but I'll show you what's going on. This is the other screen that's coated with technology. There it is right there. The screen is 100, I think 106 or 105 is somewhere around that size. This is what we're going to be using. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that I could pin this up here on this bracket system here. Now I find that I can. This is a lot cheaper. These cost us $28 a pop. And they're lightweight. We can roll them up. We can put them in corners. I don't have to have these big bulky screens stacked behind my couch. This is an easier way for us to do it. Now I know where we can hang, because usually you have to have that flat against the wall, but I found out today I don't have to do that. Anytime I'm painting the screen, first time, always measure out how much I'm putting out by hand. So that way I got a good idea of exactly how much paint. I want to put too much last time. Way too much paint. And I had to splash some of it off on the other screen. Just had too much of it. Anyway, that's the anyway. String or something on there.
Allow me to present the titular body behind Body by Sheila. That is a dynamite looking outfit. What's that color?
Yellow. Eyes on the prize. I would love to expand into
All right.
one more style.
Last time I put way too much paint. So anytime I'm painting the screen down, I always put a little bit at a time because I don't want to put too much on.
He doesn't care.
And we got too much paint going on the screen, so I don't know how much we're going to get out of this.
No, this is my routine.
You say about that anger of yours?
But it's bad, guy.
Now, we don't go by the coverage just because we got 296s painted a 250-inch screen. We can't go by that. Again, I keep telling people when you do these demonstrations, you have to be on point. So I can't say because we got, if it's different ingredients, if it's a different product, we can't go out and say, oh, well, this is going to paint 120, this is going to paint so and so and so. No, we have to physically paint that screen in so we know. This could have less coverage, the other one could have better coverage. So to be sure 100%, when I'm talking to a customer, I need to know how much paint it's going to take to paint that screen. So we have to go through this all over again.
It's none of your business.
That's why our test demonstrations take a while when others are just second guessing it. You can't second guess how much it's going to take to paint a screen because you could mess up somebody's day. What is this going on here?
I'm tired of playing defense.
Just want you to go. Listen.
I love how freaking YouTube will get on you about copyrights, but they'll stick a whole entire movie in there. In the middle of you going through commercials, a movie will pop in there out of nowhere and just start playing the entire trailer, just majority, most of the whole entire trailer, and then they'll go, oh, you played something you weren't supposed to play. No, you stuck something in there. They're known for doing that nonsense. They did it a few minutes ago. Stuck a whole movie in there. There you go. That's the screen that was painted yesterday. Did it again over here. Now you see which one's darker. That's a 38. That's a 39. We didn't have the heightener technology at the time when we developed the, when we had the Titan. Titans had a special heightener to allow the screen to produce a higher white level. We didn't have it at the time we were making the 39s, sorry, 38s. But it was time for an upgrade. Besides, I wanted something. Anytime I develop something, it's probably for something that I want. So I wanted something different in a dedicated theater room upstairs. Now, if I do my own customized design for myself and then everybody wants it, then that's another story right there. I try to make something or keep things in the house that it's on the website. If it's not on the website, I can't have it in the house. How am I going to be able to advertise something that's not available on the website? So now you get a chance to see the screen over here while we're drawing the other one here. All right. Let me see what we have going on here. Look at those in your pocket. All right, let me dry this.
I'll get anything delivered with Uber Eats. But take it from me, that doesn't mean you can eat anything you get.
Philips 4K demonstrations. Business call had to be taken. Yeah, people, business calls. Anytime we develop any form of black technology or anything we develop involving dark technology, we'll start getting those calls. And they want to know what it is, what's it about, what does it do, such and so. I really can't give you that information right now. I haven't even finished testing it yet. Just got it yesterday. Rewind it back a little bit. There we go. I need to have all this recorded. You remember in the demonstration with the network gray, where it was trying to explain they had a yellowish color? The yellowish color is actually a part of the video demonstration. Literally, it's right there. That's one of the parts that came up in that video with that network gray versus his product. It basically, the color he was trying to explain is not supposed to be there. It's there because it's part of the video. Yellowish hue. Yeah, right. It's right there in the video. The video has it. It's part of the video. I played this thing a dozen times. Off white, not white, but ivory. Technically, if you were talking about technical terms, your screen cannot produce a white level. You're talking about ivory, all gray screens produce ivory white levels, every last one of them, due to the fact that even black ones produce an ivory white level. The only screen that can produce a 100% white level is a physical white screen. That's the only one. If you were to take any one of these great products, I don't care what screen it is, what company it is, if it's ours, theirs, whatever, and you stick that against a white screen and you show which one shows the highest white level, the white screen is going to come out on top because that screen is white. So every single gray screen is going to pick up a slight ivory color white. So for someone to sit there and say, oh, the whites are different, mine's so and so and so coming up white, that's coming up ivory. No, yours would come up ivory. Everybody would come up ivory. Mine would come up ivory. Anybody. You can have a Seymour AV 1.3. That's a very high light silver screen. That's going to come up ivory. The only screen that can come up 100% bone white would be a white screen. Now we do these demonstrations, we got to be 14 feet, 13 to 14 feet back from a screen. If you have to be that close to show a difference, then something's wrong there. But to sit there and say, oh, there's a yellowish, no, the yellowish is there anyway, it's part of the video. That's part of the video, right there. So I don't know what in the world he was talking about by yellowish hue color. It's off. It's more yellow here. No. It's all the same. It all looks the same. If he's explaining that his white levels are white, no. Technically, no, because we tested a guy by the name of his product on eBay was Pro HD Screens, and he actually produced a higher white level when it came to gray screen paint products. Much higher white level. And we've done those tests ourselves with that product and his product. So no. But any gray screen, even his, if he were to, even though his screen produced a much higher white level, even his screen, if he puts it against a white screen, it's going to come out slightly darker because the white screen is the only one going to produce a high enough white level. Any screen that's not white and has a tint of gray or anything in it is going to come up with a bit of ivory in it, period. Any screen. Yeah, same thing. Oh shoot, fans just being on. Gee, beta fish. I like to go places they can't go. I showed enough white level demonstrations. Time to showing up the screen designed to do. And that's produce a 100, not a grayscale, a 100% black level. I don't know why screens that are gray have a bad habit of saying they produce black. They don't produce black. They produce shades of dark gray. That's it. You don't produce black. That produces the black. You produce a 100% black level, then you would have ambient light projection technology embedded into it. Because ambient light projection technology works better when the screens are darker. And you would be able to do demonstrations, or anyone would do demonstrations in fully lit environments like this. Now, some people saying, oh, because you have a 4,000 projector, you can't hit a great screen with a 4,000 lumen projector. It doesn't work that way. Screens already having a difficult time picking up in a fully lit environment without washing out. And then you're going to hit it with additional light on top of that, you wash it out even faster. You make it even worse. We have to do a tutorial on how do you know your screen's picking up a 100% black note. Simple. See the background in the OLED demonstration. Any background in the OLED demonstration are super jet black. If you can't pull that up in a fully lit environment, you're going to have some problems. The screen's not seeing contrast, it's seeing shades of gray. You have to be in the dark to full contrast level? That's not good either. That's even worse. But I'm thinking this decade in time with everything now being black OLED, black screens this, black screens that, the people should know better by now. We're gonna have to run the PS4 on this. We got it going on. Let me see. Oh. AK Nature Desire.
Getting up on YouTube.
Let's go on here.
Exceeding expectations. Again. No more people switching around with everything.
Now this screen is taking on all this light we have down here. Imagine what it looks like in normal lighting. Upstairs, we consider that to be normal lighting. Our upstairs lighting is considered to be aggressive lighting to most people who do demonstrations on YouTube with screen paints. Because upstairs it's very bright, but we call that normal lighting. This down here we call extreme lighting. If they can't pass the lighting we have upstairs, there's no way in the world of passing this down here.
with up to 60% of points against you.
You really can get much more about these days, unless. Is that a real song? I think she liked it.
Pictures of sandwich plus all this for just $5 is what you celebrate. Choose wisely. Choose your least big fan.
This is fantastic. That's what you want. When it separates, take your head off in the process.
Right now, that's how you find joy. It's in the way you move, in the way you push, in the way you love. It's in yourself. Listen to your body. Feel your power.
Give me a lizard.
Stealth mode?
4K tropical fish. Size though.
Getting that from YouTube.
Throwing commercials at me.
David McCormick thinks he can fool Pennsylvania by swapping his Wall Street suit for a vest.
There we go. Come on now. There we go. Some stuff we need to put on here. Even though I can hang the wallpaper screens up on this. Makes my job a lot easier because these are cheap. This is a real cheap surface. It's 128. Takes some time for us to coat it, and we can roll it up and stick it in the corner when we're done, so it doesn't take up any room. And then it hangs up on the photo background drop stand. There's no problem, which is fantastic. Nope, other way. There we go. Just perfect. They have to put the tabs at the bottom, so I just had to do the top. That's pretty cool. Okay, cool. Whoa. Oops. Definitely sitting in the remote control. All right, this is the wrong one. This is the right one. Let's see where we want to go on here. Now while this is down here, we're going to take the other one we have over here on the wall. That's going upstairs. That's going upstairs outside on the deck. I want to see what that looks like outside. Where are on here? Machine Gun Kellys. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
LG Foods.
Getting that from YouTube.
it? Actually, no. Surprised it's actually only looking up with 2 clips. I don't even need that there. And this is the first stage of the technology at 1%. There are 3 things we're going to add to it to alter it and change it to make it better than what it is. It is fantastic the way it is, but we can actually increase it and make it much better. OLED black contrast demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
No, that's not black contrast. This would be black contrast. We're using the 720p projector. We haven't even upgraded to 1080p yet, so all the test demonstrations are being right now done on 720p. And this is actually done painted on a sheet of fiberglass. We get these at Amazon for 28 bucks. Altogether 40 bucks depending on what your shipping cost is going to be. can see one code application, no multi-code, none of that nonsense. We don't calibrate projectors, we don't use expensive projectors. It's not necessary. And what I tell people, do not use expensive projectors, high-end projectors in your demonstrations, because if you got to strip them out, what's going to happen to your product? Your product's going to fail miserably because you have to depend on those projectors. Environments are way too dark, screens are being displayed in. That's another problem. I see a lot of dark demonstrations, a lot of them. An excuse they use is, well, you know, it's a projection screen. It's supposed to be used in the dark. Not in this decade of time, not with ambient light projection technology. More and more screens are trying to produce in well-lit environments. Because again, no one really wants to be stuck in the dark 24/7. I know I don't. That's why we have the dedicated data room upstairs that's designed to be in a dark environment, which we have lights on. We have lights in there too. But to be and turn your living room into a cave because your screen's gonna wash out, your color's not gonna pick up, not good. Now you notice in this demonstration, the background stays black at all times. If a screen paint's claiming to be a good screen paint, it should be to do it, number one, in this much lighting. Number two, doesn't need expensive projector or calibrating or that nonsense to begin with. And number three, again, it's going to full contrast. The backgrounds must remain black at all times. But usually they do these demonstrations in the dark.
Some devote their entire lives. All we need are the moments. Full-time, part-time, in or out of uniform. How many moments can you give?
I'm the CEO, manager, director of marketing, all in one. I'm working on designs for social media content, editing videos. Windows 11 helps me do all that.
Like for instance, just when this comes on, this title comes on, it's supposed to be jet black. It's not supposed to be gray or washed out look around it. No, it's supposed to be black. When you're watching a movie demonstration, it's just displaying the black bar, cinema bars for the top and the bottom. They're supposed to be jet black. I could make this a challenge today and no one will match it. that one spot in here, right here. See how dark that is? That's how your screen should be displaying. If it's producing a 100% contrast level, that should pull up just like that with no problem. With this much lighting in the environment, shouldn't be a problem. And the screen size we have here, oh, sorry about that, about 105, 106 inches wallpaper screen. So if you're displaying true contrast at the end of the day, this is what you should be able to pick up in a fully lit environment. The background should remain jet black at all times. But usually when I see people trying to pull up these demonstrations and claim, I don't know how in the world anyone is foolish enough to think that a gray screen is going to pull a 100% contrast level. Gunmetal technology is darker than light gray screen paint products, and they don't even pull 100% contrast level. So I don't know how that even works. All right, I'm done here. I got to come back and shoot one more demonstration. We talk about the screen's amazing contrast capabilities, which I want to do next. And I'm curious to see how these gray screen paints react to that, because I said before that they don't pick up contrast at all. Nowhere near it at all, period. Shades of gray, that's it. 100% black, no. All right, thank you all. Got to go in. God bless. I'm going to leave this right here and come back on this.